The kind of places I'd like the lighting design for this production to create are not literal places. There's no necessity whatsoever for lighting design for a properly done production of Shakespeare. And by properly done, I mean one that is really respectful of the language and what the language does. The lighting design doesn't need to be diegetic and say this is a location A and this is a location B, because Shakespeare does that. If he wants you to know if it's sunny or day or night or whatever, he'll come out and tell you within the first 2 lines of the scene. And it's interesting to me that the only language in this play about that has to do with the storm. When he says the sky and the sea are so close together, you can't even stick a knife point between the two of them. But he doesn't indicate anything else in terms of time of day for the places. And so to me, that means that it wasn't that critically important to him, because if it were critically important, it would be there on the page. Good design helps an audience listen, and I think that that's more or less true depending on what the source material is. But with Shakespeare, it's certainly essential that the design help people listen. And by listen, I don't mean actually hearing, I mean active hearing where they understand what's going on. And so I think the kind of places that I would like the lighting design to make are places that are in dialogue with the emotional state of the people on stage. Revealing that space in a shadowy, candlelit atmosphere that really takes advantage of shafts of light can make that space feel one thing, can make it feel very interior, can make it feel of Sicilia, and then treating that space as a vista or as a sky and lighting it in its entirety for Bohemia will allow us to feel interior versus exterior. I don't really want to illustrate anything, but as long as the audience can feel that, then I think, again, it goes back to my earlier statement that if the audience feels that on top of the words that they're hearing, it'll all take care of itself.